I'm Austin Wilson, Research Analyst at Hixon Zuercher Capital Management.
And I'm Josh Robb, Director of Wealth Management at Hixon Zuercher Capital Management. And today we're going to be talking about April and the things that happen in the market and in the economy.
All right, so first up, as we usually start with,
That's right.
The markets.
The results.
So S&P 500, so 500 large cap U.S. companies up 1.46%.
There you go.
Not too bad. Dow Jones Industrial Average up 2.47%, even a little better. NASDAQ, so think more tech stocks, up only 0.03%, but still marginally positive.
Yep.
Small caps still reeling from a bit of the uncertainty in the banking part of the market, down 1.86%. Developed international stocks up 2.79%. Emerging markets down 1.34%. And bonds eked out a 0.6% gain as well.
Yeah. And I do remember hearing that April tends to be a good month when you look at the calendar months.
True.
Okay. So I have a couple dad jokes that we'll sprinkle in here.
Bring it.
Just to break up the maybe not always good news that's going on. So you know why eggs do not tell jokes? I mean, besides the fact that they're eggs and they don't talk.
Okay.
Why wouldn't they tell jokes?
I don't know.
Because they might crack each other up.
They might crack each other up. I like it.
Yes.
See, you know what? I think we should all eat more eggs.
It's good.
I love it.
Price went up, though. Made it hard.
They really have. They really have. That is going to drive people to...
Yeah, that was my first yoke.
That was your first yoke of the day. All right, number 2.
Yep.
JP Morgan
Yes.
is the largest United States bank.
Yep.
Okay, so they're a very large bank. They, in an effort to stabilize the financial system, as another smaller regional bank called First Republic Bancorp had troubles, bought First Republic Bancorp.
Yep.
So First Republic Bancorp was having all kinds of issues like a couple of other smaller banks had, and in an effort to bring some stability to the space and, honestly, probably to buy some assets at discounts,
Yes.
their bid was the highest bid that won to buy the failed bank. So one of the bigger banks has bought one of the smaller banks, but the good news is that in the purchasing of that, assets for clients are actually still safe.
There you go. Now, here's the news story. Did you hear about the kidnapping in the park? He woke up.
He woke up. I was wondering.
The kidnapping.
There was actually a kidnapping story pretty recently.
Different than that.
Okay, this is different.
This is just the kid
He
napping.
woke up.
The kid was napping.
I love a nap.
There you go.
Naps are the bomb.
They're there.
I get about one a week.
There you go.
30 minutes.
It's a really long one.
afternoon.
It's 4 of the days of the week.
Yeah. All right, number 3, inflation. We're going to continue to talk about it until it's not fun anymore.
Yep.
But it did cool a bit more, so slightly even better than expected in the month of March, which was the data we got in April. So headline Consumer Price Index came in at 5%.
5%.
Flat, 5%, which was down from 6% last month. And when you take out food and energy, core CPI was actually 5.6%, so more than headline CPI, which meant that food and energy were going the other way.
Bringing it down.
Yep. And then that was actually an increase over last month, but we have kind of expected core to be some of the more troublesome parts of the inflation situation right now. PCE, or personal consumption expenditures, they followed suit, cooled as expected, only increased 0.1% month over month, and actually we're only 4.2% up year over year.
And that's the one the Fed pays more
That's
attention
the one
to.
the Fed pays more attention to.
Gotcha. All right. Science. Scientists, they try to prove things, they have theories and all that. There's one thing they don't trust is atoms, because they make up everything. You can't trust an atom. They make up everything.
They make up everything.
Can't trust them.
Classic. Josh is on a roll today. Number 4.
You know what they don't make up?
Oh, what?
I saw this on Shadows. You say atoms make up
yeah,
everything.
There's not a physical. Yep, shadows are not physical.
Yeah.
They're just.
So you can't say they make up everything.
Oh man, this is deep. This is getting deep.
Thinking. You gotta be thinking.
Fourth number item is the Fed.
The Fed.
Going to continue to talk about it too, because not just that long ago, actually not in April at all, but the very beginning of May, the Federal Reserve had their meeting and issued their policy statement for their policies for the next session, and they did what?
Raised it.
They raised interest rates 0.25%, or 25
Similar
basis
to the
points.
last two.
Yep, same as they have recently. Slower than they had before that, so it is moving in the right direction in terms of slowing their paces. But the interesting thing is right now is they are getting to the point where they are starting to have verbiage that they are very near what they would call a terminal rate, which would be the peak.
Stopping.
Which would be the peak. So they may not actually increase interest rates anymore, which is good for the economy. It's good for consumers. It's good for stocks. It's good for a lot of things.
That's right.
So that is a good thing going forward. So we will see what happens going forward. It kind of depends on the inflation situation and the employment situation. Those are the two main drivers of what they are doing. But as of right now, it looks like we could be kind of at peak rate.
There you go. All right. Do you know what the janitor said when he jumped out of the closet?
What?
Supplies.
Supplies.
There you go.
I love it.
That was
I
it.
love it. Josh, number 5.
Number 5.
Job openings. Josh openings.
Job openings.
Job openings.
Yep.
They continued to cool off a little bit more than expected in the most recent reading, coming in at 9.6 million. So the second month of under 10 million job openings. So that was below expectations. Sign that certain areas of the labor market continuing to cool, which is something the Federal Reserve is looking for to really bring down wage. Yeah, they want wage inflation to come down, ideally without increasing unemployment, because unemployment is still at record lows.
Yep.
So if we can get the job opening situation to come down without increasing unemployment, you're actually in a really good place, and that's what the Fed wants to see. So some progress being made there, but there's still greatly outnumbered job openings compared to people unemployed looking for work. So there is still a bit of tightness in the labor market.
Yep. All right, last one. Why did the tomato turn red in the fridge?
Uh-oh. I don't know.
Because it saw the salad dressing.
It saw the salad dressing. That's
Got
good.
embarrassed.
Well, that's
it.
Is a look at April / a couple things from May here. Please remember that nothing we talked about is a recommendation, but if you have any questions about your financial situation, give us a call. 419-425-2400 or email us at hello@hzcapital.com. And until next month, have a great one.
Talk to you later.
Bye. Hello, I'm Ron Berg.
Oh, man, messed that up.
I've been wanting to do that all morning.
You thought of that one.
I thought of that one. Okay,
You'll read whatever's on the teleprompter.
They put a question mark at the end of
Ron Burgundy?
I'm Ron Burgundy?
All right. Knock this out.
Knock it out of the park.
Josh Robb and Austin Wilson work for Hixon Zuercher Capital Management. All opinions expressed by Josh, Austin, or any guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Hixon Zuercher Capital Management. This is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon for investment decisions. Clients of Hixon Zuercher Capital Management may maintain positions in the securities discussed. There is no guarantee that the statements, opinions, or forecasts provided herein will prove to be correct. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Indices are not available for direct investment. Any investor who attempts to mimic the performance of an index would incur fees and expenses which would reduce returns. Securities investing involves risk, including the potential for loss of principal. There is no assurance that any investment plan or strategy will be successful.